all those wild places.
I've kept up with them less since Malachi's been gone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he used to let me know.
You know who is performing or performed like a couple days ago there at Tomorrowland and absolutely killed it as a DJ? Famous person.
God, I feel like there was a famous person DJ we were talking about.
Athlete.
Really?
Yep.
Who?
Shaq.
Really?
Killed it, bro. Absolutely killed it. Had the crowd, instead of a mosh pit, he had the tornado going, so the whole crowd is just swirling, and he's screaming like Shaq Diesel into the microphone about give me my tornado. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah. Ow.
Yeah.
We didn't plan that at all.
Not at all. That's just what we do. Yeah, Shaq Diesel on the main stage at Tomorrowland.
Do you think Shaq's ever had to go on a diet?
No.
He just does what he wants, right?
Yeah,
Just does whatever.
just does what he wants.
Do you remember the movie Blue Chips?
Yeah.
I forget what's the raspy dude, the coach. I know it's not Gary Busey because he just reminds me of Gary Busey. But Shaq was so crunk in that movie. Like I remember
Nick Nolte.
Is it Nick Nolte?
Nolte. Yeah. Gary
Nick
Busey's brother, basically.
Basically, at least cousins.
Yeah, they're
See, I'm not far off.
Nah, same.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
1994.
yeah, right. Tight reference.
Yeah.
Blue Chips.
Yep. No, Shaq just does what he wants.
Shaving points and yeah. College ball. That's are they getting paid in college ball yet?
Yeah, the NIL stuff.
Really?
They can. They can do the same NIL stuff like the football players on. That's why college football 2025 was able to come out. You know, that just released a couple weeks ago. That's been gone for 10 years. So shout out for all you game players out there that love like college football. Back when EA Sports was in the game, back when Madden was doing his thing, but then you had college football where you could actually run the option and do, it just felt different. It was almost exactly the same game, but it felt different. Well, they had to stop it because they couldn't make it with any of the actual players' likenesses or anything.
Right. Yeah.
So,
like they could with NFL.
Yeah, like they could with NFL. So they had to just make number 4 for whatever team, and it was just. It's just dumb. Yeah, it's just dumb. So then when all the NIL stuff came out, where the name, image, likeness, where players are actually allowed to make money on their face and their name, which is pretty logical, right?
Seeing how y'all are drawing
everybody's going to make
millions into your
of dollars.
freaking stadium every year.
You're packing out 100,000 seat stadiums.
Yeah, we're not even talking merch outside of the stadium. I'm just talking about on game day.
100, like the big house, I think in Michigan is 110,000 people.
What the fuck?
110,000 people.
110,000 people.
At $50 a ticket is $500,000 a game, and a lot of those tickets, that's the cheapest ticket.
That's the nosebleed.
Yeah, so you're talking well over.
You're not even talking $1,000 season tickets.
No,
you're not talking about the stuff that's close to the field.
Yeah, on the sideline stuff. No,
and you got people that re-up on season tickets every year.
Millions
forever.
of dollars in ticket sales per game,
and then the property itself. The stadium itself, and then off season.
Yep.
Right.
All the deals that they get, for like Nike or whoever does Under Armour, whoever does their gear, getting all that and money from that. Naming rights for stadiums.
Yeah.
And to see, it's different than pros, where pros will usually will be, like corporations. Nah, bro, it's people in college.
Right.
It's
just dudes.
It's the Jim Brown, Jimmy Johnson's, stadium.
Yeah,
at the Kyle Camerano Field House.
Right.
And how big of a donor do you want to be? I want my name on the Field House. That's how. Okay, well, it'll be this many millions of dollars.
It'll be $10 million.
And so Oregon, Phil Nike, from Nike is a huge Oregon Ducks fan.
Okay.
And he
Mighty
told
Ducks.
no, Oregon Ducks, the college. Yeah, actually different. College
Ducks.
college sports.
It's a Mighty Ducks
Or-
reference. If any of y'all didn't get
There
that.
are Mighty Ducks, yeah. Or hockey. No,
two different
university hockey. University
You're right.
hockey.
You're right.
So, but Phil Nike,
went too far.
Phil Knight of Nike told Oregon's athletic program that they had unlimited NIL money from him. He wants them to win a national championship. You have now unlimited NIL money. You can offer the kids as much money to come here as you want.
Damn.
And I'll pay it. That's what he told him. He said,
awesome.
I'll pay it.
That's great.
I'll pay it.
Unlimited.
Unlimited
Like,
money.
I don't care what those people want to pay you.
Doesn't matter.
I'll pay
Alabama, Alabama, they have, a history of, Auburn has a history of paying people to come play there. And
Well,
now everybody does it
It's
now.
no different from what they were doing.
That's exactly
They just
right.
did it under the table,
It was
and
under
it
the
wasn't
table.
at scale.
That's exactly right.
Right, it was just
wasn't. It
minimal.
wasn't as big. Everyone couldn't do it.
Yeah, the players couldn't market themselves. Right?
That's right. It had to be
Now, does
that
this-
brown paper bag type pay?
Right,
money,
right. We'll give you your parents a house, and we'll buy you a Mercedes. To start with.
Reggie Bush got stripped of his Heisman back in the late 90s at USC because someone, bought his mom a car or something, and then they found out. So they stripped him of his Heisman, man.
That's crazy.
And then now it's legal. So I think they did go back this past year and give him his Heisman. But say,
Really?
okay,
Well, that's cool.
Here's your Heisman back. We know we screwed up.
Sorry,
we shouldn't
buddy.
have done it. But anyway, so that's what's made like the college football 2025 able to come back out is now these kids can make money on their name, image, and likeness.
Do you think that minimizes like the amount of corruption, or do you think it
Nah.
starts to go up? Because like now you're really poaching them at scale straight out of high school. I mean, they
Well-
already were,
Yeah.
but at least now they're getting paid.
Well, and then here's the thing: in some states, you can do it to high school athletes.
You can pay them.
Yeah,
Wow.
they can make money on name,
Imagine
image, and
Carrollton.
likeness.
How big's their stadium?
Okay, so they
Easy.
Juju Lewis,
Yeah.
their quarterback,
Yeah.
who's number one quarterback in his class. Carrollton also, shout out to Carrollton Trojans, number 17 ranked football team in the country preseason.
Boom.
Going to be playing the ESPN's the first high school game on ESPN this year.
That's cool.
Next the 16th, on August the 16th at 8 p.m. on ESPN, they're playing at Woodward Academy.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're
Why do they? That's new this year?
so ESPN has been doing it, but they are Carrollton was on an ESPN game last year.
That's what I meant was Carrollton being on one.
Yeah, they were on one last year, but they are like the opening game for ESPN for high school football. It's the first game of the year for ESPN
Dude,
against Woodward Academy.
you sent me that hype video of Carrollton's girls wrestling. Not to shift gears too much.
Yeah, of Newton.
Newton.
Yeah,
Boy,
I'm telling you, bro, I love him.
chills.
I love that.
Shout
man.
out to
I
Coach
love it.
Newton, man.
I love it.
I was crunk
Oh,
in my truck
bro.
in the middle of traffic.
Yeah, yeah. When he starts hitting him with the "you were made for a purpose."
You were made for a purpose. They came here to take this from you. Like,
they're
are you-
taking your stuff. And,
Boy.
Oh,
I was
man,
crunk.
know,
I was about to
know.
rip somebody's
Give me
head off.
chills right now, bro. It's me crunk.
I'm about to double somebody through this
That's
grocery
exactly
mart.
right. What weight you need me at, Newton? what weight you need me
You're a
at?
37-year-old, ultra heavy. I got you.
No, it was awesome, man. I was so well done. One of his girls put that together.
Yeah, I
for me.
figured
Shout out
one
to
of
him.
the students.
Yeah,
It was very squint-like.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something he would do. It's awesome though, man. But so they just changed it in Georgia. Last year they were allowed. Georgia didn't have any regulations. It's kind of reminds me of, remember back in the day when MMA was coming about and you would have states that that had it regulated, and the boxing commission would do it, and then you had other states that were behind the curve on it.
Yeah, and you just signed a waiver at the bar.
Yeah, they didn't have any regulation, so no one regulated it.
Right.
That was Georgia last year for NIL. There was no regulation on it. Could be anything, and it was the Wild West. And they just recently, the GSHA, the Georgia State High School Athletic Association, just 2 weeks ago passed a ban on paying high school athletes in the state of Georgia.
Georgia did?
Yeah, so you can't do that in the state of Georgia now. But last year,
I'm sure they had to. All these fucking, I bet they started getting crazy.
Well,
you got some diehard crazy people out here.
Juju Lewis's
with money.
Yeah, Juju Lewis's net worth was up over $2 million as like a high school sophomore.
Whoa. And
Just
y'all are
think about
telling
that.
me,
just think
and
about
y'all
that
are
for a
telling me
second.
public school
Yeah, public high school
is not a racket.
sophomore football player is his NIL worth
Do you think he's had to work really hard on his grades?
was, I would bet that he does whatever he wants.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe, I'm sure he has to study.
Maybe not.
Maybe he has to study a little bit.
Because, and he may be a super smart kid. He probably is playing quarterback. He's probably super smart anyway.
I'm sure.
So he may not
I'm
have
not
to
trying
study.
to take anything away from his academics.
He may not have to study naturally anyway. But I would almost guarantee that he, you can't do that. You can't be that and not be treated special.
No. But that's only because he puts asses in the seats.
Yep.
If you took the smartest or the most accomplished academic kid in the school, why doesn't that kid get any money?
Because that kid didn't bring ESPN to your stadium.
That's exactly right. Because don't nobody give a shit.
No.
So how can it not be?
It's wild.
How can it not be corrupt? Like, and maybe corrupt is harsh.
Corrupt's a harsh word, yeah.
But it's incentivized to run a business.
Incentivized.
They're incentivized to run it like
You have to.
colleges have been doing.
You got to, bro.
But they get funding.
Yeah, but
They get donations. How much more money do they need?
oh, what? They need it. Like they have to keep up, though.
Keep up with what?
Everybody else. They got to keep up with everybody else.
That's crazy because they're doing the same thing.
Because they're doing the same thing. Because
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing at that point? Are we here to educate the kids? Are we here to make them athletes into this whole thing?
So
Are we making them
I hear you.
people for? Are we like? What is the school system for? Is it for this? Is it for to feed the NFL and the NBA and the MLB?
Okay, so every kid is different. Okay,
Absolutely.
so hear me out.
Absolutely.
Hear me out on
Absolutely.
this.
No, hey, sell me on it. Shit, I'm with it.
Every kid is
If
different.
I had a stadium, I'd try to fill it too.
Right. So every kid is different, right? Some kids are made to be a valedictorian and to go on a full ride to an Ivy League school. Some kids are made to be a criminal justice major. Nothing against criminal justice majors.
Not at all, yeah.
But some kids are made to be a criminal justice major at a state school. Or a teacher at a state school, right? My son, he's going to college, state school to be a teacher and a coach. That's what he wants to do in his life. That's what he was made for. Honestly, you're right. Didn't have the grades to go to Ivy League. He did good in school. 3.3, 3.4 GPA, solid middle B student. Not an Ivy League kid. Okay. Some kids are made to be linemen and to go out and be a lineman.
Yeah.
So
those guys get a route.
So if you think of school as what it should be, is school should be, it should give every student the pathway that they need to the destination they need to go. So there's a portion,
but also contributing to community, contributing to our society.
Absolutely.
Every athlete ain't contributing shit but taxes.
Are they?
They're outliers.
No,
they're outliers.
I know, but the sense of community, the sense of camaraderie and togetherness. that you bring to a community that gets behind a football program.
100%.
And this can be like bigger city, like mid-sized city like Carrollton. This could be go to Bowden, bro. Bowden, 2-time state champs. Go ride down Main Street in Bowden.
Oh yeah, I've been through it.
And
during football season,
during football season, their stadium is, they don't have a track around their stadium like most schools have the track. So their stands are really close to the field, and they have an old field that's kind of sunk down. And it is a wild place to be when Bowden is on and they're winning. Their whole home stands, everything packed out around the fence. I remember when Sam was maybe a sophomore year of high school. Because he had broke his femur. He wasn't playing. He was on crutches on the sideline.
I remember.
And Mount Zion was good, really good that year. And Bowden was coming down from 2A to single A. It was the first time they had played for years. And Bowden was pretty good. They had some really good athletes. A couple of the kids are playing high D1 level right now. Finishing up their college careers. So they were really, really good. Bro, that place was wild. Packed out, cowbells. Oh, yeah. Just crazy. Yeah. Just,
when I was at Mount Zion,
gills.
The Bowden and Mount Zion rival was real, but Mount Zion just sucked when I was there.
That's right. And see,
for a long time.
This was like they beat them on their field that year. And it was really a really close game. Jace Jordan was the running back, one of our Mount Zion's running backs, and like he was, he was dehydrated. He took an IV at halftime because he was dehydrated and cramping.
Well, I mean, it's definitely character building. So I guess there's not like at 100% to your argument with community and whatnot, because it definitely brings people together. So that's for sure, and it gives people a route.
There are certain kids. Intended. Yeah, there are certain kids that their pathway is supposed to be college athletics. Juju Lewis, his pathway is high level D1 college athletics. He would, if you didn't have the money, he wouldn't be there. He wouldn't be at that school. So by having the money, having the facilities, having all the things, to me, it doesn't hurt the science kid at all for there to be more money in the school.
That's a good point.
More money to the school, more attendance. It's like in college. College football trickles down to every other sport in that college. That's what pays the bills for that college. Same for Carrollton High School football. Carrollton High School football probably pays the bills for, say, girls lacrosse.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That their girls lacrosse, and they're able to benefit. They have a full 100-yard indoor field at Carrollton that people get use out of every year. They had a wrestling meet in there and on the field.
Oh, that's cool.
100-yard big indoor practice facility.
Did Rome do something like that too?
Rome doesn't have. Rome did it.
Maybe not Rome.
Rockmart did it on their Main Street.
Rockmart was at Main Street.
That's right.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
That's
too.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Shut the whole town down. Had wrestling, and they're a big wrestling school.
See, and I'm biased. If you flip this to wrestling, to where wrestlers got paid like that kind of money, I'd be all for it. So.
Well, I would look. I guarantee you, those Iowa wrestlers are. I guarantee they're getting money
in the right states.
Right state, right place. But just like basketball players in Kentucky, and Indiana, basketball players in Kentucky and Indiana, I guarantee they're making money.
Yeah.
But it allows it gives a path for every kid for to be where they need to be, and that's, I don't think it hurts anybody. I don't think it hurts to have all those things.
I don't know. What's got me down that rabbit hole is the after high school and coming into the community, because you just look at the current state of everybody now, and everybody's talking about the brink of war, and everybody's so divided, and this and that, and it kind of makes you wonder, like, is it hitting are we missing the mark, right? Is it really hitting this part really, really hard and really, really positive, and then we're missing all this other stuff that's more long term?
Yeah.
Because
I get it.
After athletics, I don't know how many are actually getting that right. Like, is it 50%?
Yeah.
Is it 60%? Is it 30%? Like, how many of them are actually utilizing their time correctly to have something after athletics that's going to be, of value.
Productive.
Yeah,
for them.
And,
And I think that's something that colleges and professional sports, I think they try a lot to educate.
I think there's some that do.
Yeah.
I think there's some that do, but the burden on doing that is definitely on them.
It
and
is.
it's that should be recognized. That
No. And
that's
it's
part of your cost.
Yeah, I'm just playing with it. It's all right. I'm not.
It's all right. I like to play with it
Just
too.
fiddling.
Sometimes you got to touch it.
Yeah.
Touch it.
Yeah. So I think that's. I think it's really cool. I don't think it makes it more shady to kind of circle back to the NIL and the money.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that's kinda
I
how
don't
we
think
got
it's
here.
more shady now than what it was. If anything, I think it kind of just makes it
Back then was
known.
pretty shady.
It was really shady.
Pretty shady
bro.
because I mean it's kind of like prohibition. Like it's under the table.
Really shady.
Like there's always going to be some level of shadiness, and whatever
Yeah.
rises to the top. But
Right. And who's willing to push the limits the most, and I don't like it. I mean, I think put it out there. One, I think kids should be. I think anybody in our country should be able to make money on themselves.
well, and I think they should be able to have. Like they should be able to market themselves.
Yeah.
And they should be able to pick and choose and
Well,
stuff like that.
and
It's their body that's been putting in the work.
So there was a punter. I wish I remembered what his name was. I think he played for South Florida or Central Florida, University of Central Florida. One of those, is a D1, smaller D1 school in Florida. And he was a punter. And he was good, but he wasn't great. He was a solid punter. But he was really good on social. He had a big social media following, had a huge YouTube page. I think he did gaming and stuff, where he made quite a bit of money on his gaming and his YouTube. And they ruled him ineligible. This is 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. He was ineligible to play because he made too much money.
what?
And they ruled it as a violation of his because they turned it into he made that money because of who he was as an athlete.
He was
and
monetizing
himself, and
He fucking
they
should be able to
told
do
him
that.
they told him he had to make a choice between punting in college or social media, and he was making way more money and wasn't probably going to the NFL to be a punter.
Right.
So he's like,
Yeah, y'all just basically told
forget
him,
that.
Yeah,
I'll go do my social media.
my thumbs hurt a little bit sometimes.
Right.
But
Yeah, my face it hurts from smiling.
my ass hurts from sitting on all this money.
Talking trash to all these kids on Call of Duty. Yeah,
That's something I
it's
could
dumb. Call of Duty.
No,
Or
just
streaming?
talking shit on
Yeah.
streaming. Yeah.
Some people do it. They're really good at it.
Well, so me shifting gears.
Yeah.
Me and the girls used to, well, and Dominic too. So basically, when we moved into this new house, we had a much better internet. Mm-hmm. And living room's got big TV. Angelina bought herself a big TV. Nevaeh's got her own TV she bought downstairs. So we all basically have big TVs, right? But like the downstairs area is just behind my chair down the stairs, so we can all basically yell to each other.
Yeah.
And Angelina's room's right down there, so we'd all get on Fortnite. And Dominic would be on his Switch, so it'd be 4 of us in a squad.
Yeah.
And just communicating and kill. And I would be talking junk to everybody the whole time and like making everybody laugh, and like I could probably definitely do well with just talking smack. If I had some like talking smack to some kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy streaming and those guys that are online entertainers.
Really? Do you watch them?
Some of them, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, some of them I really like. So there's a couple back when Fortnite wasn't like super popular and I didn't know what it was. I saw Ninja playing it. Ninja, obviously, he's one of a very famous streamer, Fortnite streamer, and did a lot of other, streamed a lot of other games too. But it got me interested in Fortnite a little bit and playing games again. I hadn't played games in years.
Right.
I suck at like Call of Duty and those super.
I thought I was really
aggressive-
good, so I
No,
played my
bro.
sister's like not my sister's.
Yeah.
Stephanie's younger brother, not sister.
Yeah.
When he was like 13,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even
Same, bro.
It wasn't even fair.
Same.
Now I
Same.
was mopping him up in UFC. I was whooping his ass.
Absolutely. Sports games, I'm good.
Yeah.
I am solid
Yeah.
in sports
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Sports game,
Football,
UFC,
yeah. Yep.
football, Madden. I Yeah, I smoked. I beat Uriah one time when he had all of his friends over in Madden a couple years when he was still in high school, and it was bad. I talked so much trash.
Yeah, you got to. It's
I
part
talked
of
so
it.
much trash.
Like we come from the '90s, bro.
Put me in a Call of Duty lobby with those guys, and I'm slow. I'm old. My hand-eye coordination's not what it needs.
I don't.
And how do they move that fast? And how do they see what to shoot? And
Dude,
like
this kid had every map locked.
yeah, they know every
he knew
angle.
where everything was.
Yeah,
I
it's
could
nuts.
not stay alive more than a few seconds.
Yeah.
Like every time I respawned, I was like 10 seconds tops.
Yep.
And he was killing me. It was ridiculous. Because I was talking shit and then I felt bad. And I was like, well, let's change the game. We'll play Call of Duty. He was like, oh, no, it won't even be fair.
Yeah.
And I was like, shut up. It won't be fair, dude. Put this on.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't kidding. Like,
No.
it just wasn't even a game. You
not
can't
even
even play.
fun.
No. I was like, this is stupid.
No, I can't. Yeah.
Why are we
I
doing
can't
this?
even. I don't even last a little bit.
No.
You know,
No.
it's terrible. But one of my favorite guys to watch, I have two different genres of online gamers that I like to watch. I do like to watch like the Fortnite guys a little bit. Hang on one second. Let me grab this. It's about Nitro.
Yeah, go check on Nitro. I'll talk to the people. So, Fortnite is a thing, and I'm fairly good at it. So, any of you little jokers, Camco ATL, hit me up. Come at me, bro. I haven't played in a while, but we can run it anyways. You know, Angelina, I forget what they have such weird, Zooby Dooby, I think is hers. Zooby Dooby. Check her out. Yeah. But it's kind of lonely out here. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all hit us up on our Patreon. Make sure you're checking out our stories, checking out our social media page. A lot of good stuff coming up with the gym and the studio right now. So Integrity BJJ, Integrity Jiu-Jitsu, IJJ. We're gaining a lot more mat space now. And we're going to we're basically going to double about the mat space. We're going to put Ty and those savages that like to beat each other up and punch each other in the face out of sight. We're going to put them over to the side, let them do their thing. Starting women's cardio kickboxing again. So we'll bring y'all out of the warehouse, back into the air conditioning where you can die in the AC and not in the heat. So that'll be good too. But on top of all that, we're going to gain new studios. So give us some feedback. Hit us up in the comments. Message directly. That's cool. Any one of our posts or anything like that, feel free to comment. There's stories you can comment on, studio ideas, takes, things that you would like to see, comments, even subjects for us to talk about. All those things are cool. So
You just plugging?
Plug-in, baby. Plug-in.
Sell, baby, sell. Sell, baby,
I got my
sell.
little shimmy
Got
going
your
as
stick.
I do it.
Yeah.
Y'all come to me.
Do
See me
it.
now.
Do it. Sell it, man.
You heard? I need a thing like a two clap and a Ric Flair or something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Give me two claps and a
Ric Flair. Woo! Yeah, I need something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we'll
So,
we'll find it.
I can only say fuck so many times before it's just
Yeah,
not sticky. You know, nobody wants to do that.
That's true. I get it.
How is Nitro?
He's okay. So that he's been sick since about Wednesday. He's throwing up, not keeping anything down. He's starting to get. He started having like these tremors or shakes or seizures or something.
Ugh.
Started really scaring us a little
He
bit.
ain't made of nothing, so I mean.
Now he's 7 pounds, bro. 7 pounds 10 ounces.
Yeah, he ain't made of nothing.
So he, we went and had him checked out. So we were worried because it's been 3 days he hasn't kept anything down, and he doesn't have diarrhea. So we were worried he had swallowed something or he had an obstruction in his bowels or something like that where it wasn't allowing the food to go down.
Right.
Because he would eat and then it would be 3 or 4 hours before he threw up, but it's like it just couldn't digest. So we were worried that he had swallowed something or something had messed up with his bowels. But we got him checked out. Carroll County Animal Hospital helped us out and checked him out today.
Shout out to y'all.
And they did x-rays and some blood work and everything, and intestines and all that's clear. It looks like he's just got a little bit of a bug. And then the seizure thing, they said that it could be hereditary because he has had them before. a little bit.
Epileptic
He might be.
schnoodle.
So yeah, schnoodle, epileptic schnoodle.
That's a tongue twister right there. Say that 3 times.
I have a special needs dog.
I mean, I've
course I
got an
do.
obese emotional support animal.
Yeah, well, yeah, my dog might need your dog as an emotional support dog.
probably would.
Because Nitro's very dramatic. He is. He's very dramatic and he gets anxious and
He's flamboyant.
yeah, he's a lot. He's a lot.
You know, if Jeff was here, he'd say he's got a 99-cent solution to old Nitro.
Screw Jeff. Screw you, Jeff. And you,
I'm just saying he would say that.
He
I'm
would
not saying he
absolutely
said
say
that.
it.
Yeah, he would
would
say
absolutely say it.
that. We know you would say
I
that.
love Nitro.
Yeah.
I love my dog.
Right
He's
behind the
awesome.
ear, little Nitro. I'll
Yeah.
take care of Nitro.
Yeah, well, I got a 99-cent solution for you, Hefe.
All right, don't touch my Nitro.
Yeah, it's self-defense, buddy. I got 17 plus 1 to take care of you.
How they hitting you in the head? The veterinarian? Are they? You don't have to say a number, but yeah. Every time I've had to take Alaska or my daughter's dog, it's like they hit me for a G. Every time I'm like, well, I guess we're going because
Yeah,
we
about
can't
that.
lose the dog, and I don't want the family to be sad.
About that.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in the spirit of Hefe, if y'all didn't know, Hefe's not here today.
Yeah, we're
In the spirit of Hefe, you know, I would just save a G if I was like by myself, but
I don't know, bro.
I don't want them being sad. I don't want
don't
Dominic
know.
being sad.
I think if I was by myself and it was just me and my dog, it'd probably be even worse. I'd probably spend 2, 3.
Yeah, I'd start the grieving process before he was even dead.
Man,
I'm like, oh, buddy, this is sad. I hate to have lost you. You better get your shit together.
like, Daddy's got limits.
I'm grieving already.
Yeah, I'm not. Like, I'm not
I
made. I got
always-
limits, bro.
There's only so much I can take.
Yeah, yeah. My bank account's healthy, but it's not that healthy, right? I mean,
yeah.
I can't. Yeah.
Oh no, you start.
Oh, bro.
Get past the G. That G better take care of it.
Yeah.
I throw $1,000 down, like it better
Yeah,
fucking
we better
do
be
it.
good.
I
No.
better be good.
Yeah,
like 2 days later, that dog gets hit by a fucking car or something. I'm coming to see you.
Yeah.
I'm coming to get my grand back. I promise
Hey, can we at least give me half back?
you. Something.
And
I'm gonna be seeing you.
guarantee on this, it'd be all right.
Like a, tail to snout warranty.
Yeah, something. Give me something.
Give me something.
Yeah, but he's headed home now, so he should be good. They got him some nausea medicine. Got him a shot for seizures.
Give him a bath.
No, I don't think they get bath him.
Oh,
No,
pampering him a bit.
no, he'll get that at home.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
carrying pairs.
Carrying pairs.
Has Squint been notified?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we sent message out to the family group chat on this. We didn't. We had to let everyone know what was
Standard.
going on. Yeah.
Standard.
So it wasn't. Don't want any. And we got immediate.
For sure.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Y'all
Y'all didn't have to take it on Facebook or nothing though.
Nah. I mean, I ain't
There's so many people that go.
I know.
Well, not even just the GoFundMe.
Even
There's so many
the-
people that like.
the attention.
Look,
I know.
God's hearing your prayers.
Yeah.
All right. They don't have to be posted on social media for any more to get out there. I mean, I guess maybe that's the
It
way.
depends on how serious
it's
it
a way to
is.
communicate.
Yeah, it depends
But
on
some
what
people
it
just
is.
overuse
Some people
it.
overdo it.
Dude, if it's more than a couple times a year, it's too damn much.
I agree. I think you should have how in sports they have like challenges per game. Like baseball, they can
Yeah.
do 2 challenges, challenge 2 plays a game. It should be like that. 2 overly dramatic Facebook posts a year, and that's it. I'm sorry,
it.
you have no more left.
Right.
No more.
Right.
No more.
Especially if you don't.
no more challenges.
If you don't dilute it with like normal shit.
That's right.
Like if
That's
you don't,
right.
if it's always just until the next drama, or you
drama.
only are engaging whenever it's just more. It's just
Bro.
God. Why? I just snooze you. But
Bro, look.
I took your advice and I just started unfollowing people.
Bro, do it. It's
I don't
so
block
awesome.
them. You go far. I don't
Scorched
block
earth,
them.
baby.
Yeah, I don't
Scorched
do that. I was like, you know what? I don't even need to see this. If I've snoozed somebody more than 3 times,
Yeah.
then I'm like, I don't even know why I'm fucking following you.
The Bremen Citizen, which is the Bremen community group.
Those are so tough.
Bro, there
The
was
Carrollton menu is Carrollton menu comments.
Oh, bro, no, this is wild.
Is it really?
This is wild. There was something on here yesterday.
Why is Bremen so pretentious?
Oh, bro, it was so nuts. It was basically. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
The Holy Land, they call it.
Yeah, Big Blue.
Big Blue.
Old Jefe, the land of El Jefe. It was. I can't find it. There's too many.
It's so much.
It's too wild.
And it's so much.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they're posting things about cheerleading outfits and bunnies. So there was.
shouldn't wear that because
Oh God, please don't. No.
that's so 3 years ago.
They, but it was someone posted, and Bremen Citizen is better. I follow three pages like this. One is the Bremen Citizen, one is the Bowden community page, and the other is, I want to get this name right because it is important that I get this name right.
Okay.
Okay, so those two,
The Bowden community page.
the Bowden community
You
page,
said, what was this?
the Bremen Citizen,
Yeah.
and the straight out of Carroll County.
Oh,
Hood
yeah.
Ghetto
I was
News.
going to say it, but I didn't want to in case that's what it was. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just started following it myself.
So those are the three that
Straight
I
out
follow.
of Carroll.
Straight out of Carroll County Hood Ghetto News. Follow them on Facebook. They have 9.1 thousand followers on Facebook.
Oh, that's funny.
They are wild, bro.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It is
I
wild.
follow it.
So where
Like recently.
one of the barbecue places up there? Billy Bob, is there a Billy Bob's barbecue?
No, it's Carrollton. Maybe Jones?
I don't
Maybe
remember.
that's
It was
Temple.
one of them.
There's
a barbecue place up there. Anyway,
Yeah.
she had put in an application to be a server at this barbecue place, and the she had called up there to check on her application
Hey, it's
Hefe's
Hefe.
without your monster.
How do you? You're gonna come in with caffeine. It's okay. I'm just gonna drink more bourbon.
And anyway, so she had posted on there. She had posted on there that that you're not on camera, Hefe.
Not yet.
Not yet. That she had called up earlier in the day to
Not yet.
That she had called up earlier in the day to check on her application, and the lady that she called was very rude to her. And said something about, you should know better than to call now. I'm in the middle of my lunch rush, and just really was nasty, very nasty to her. So this girl, this girl who had put in an application sent the business Facebook page of whatever this was.
Are you talking about?
It's been there for.
Started posting.
It's been there for.
Started posting.
Well-
started posting about it.
All right. So I'll give you a personal take on Right Way. So Mark, people are already asking to see me.
Have they?
Yeah,
I haven't.
I'm
seen
already
it.
getting messages.
I haven't
People are
got
going,
it.
why can't they?
We're efforting
Okay,
right now.
Look, folks, I apologize that you
They
can't
can
see
hear
my
you.
face.
They can
I
hear
do
you.
have a face for radio, so it's probably good.
Go ahead and keep talking.
But-
we'll work on it.
So anyway,
AV's
Right
on
Way.
AV's on it. I mean, only one of us of the three is late, but whatever.
Okay, well, me 1, you 100.
We were here on
I
time.
wasn't late today. I've been here all day, bro. I've showered, shit, and been back.
That's awesome.
Right way.
Right Way. So I went in there a few times. We've been in there over the years to go in for dinner or lunch, whatever. And on multiple occasions, one in particular, the guy who is the owner, I don't know his name. I don't remember the details of what I asked. I asked something about my order, or something wasn't right, or it was just, I wasn't being critical. I was asking a question, and I mean, it was a very nasty response.
Curt. Would you say it was a curt response?
It was beyond curt. It was a. It was a
cunt?
full rude.
just very, very rude, very condescending.
Oh,
very
okay.
quick, very an air of if you don't like it, you can leave
Yeah. Okay.
type mentality.
So very cunty.
And what's funny is I never post on that Bremen Citizen page. Now I watch the comments with a bag of popcorn, but I'm not. I mean, it is fun to watch.
Yeah, we've gone through the Straight Outta Carrollton and the,
but I'm not gonna jump in
Bowden
community page.
That
I bet
mess.
that gets interesting.
But what's funny is, there was like, 120, 30?
I lost track.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Wow.
comments.
And there was a couple posts, like 2 separate posts.
But the truth is the overwhelming response that I saw was people going, yeah, I mean, I had a similar experience in there. And for me, most people consumers for the most part have a very short memory, right? Bud Light, Kroger, Target. I could go down all these major brands that have done something, and people go,
Starbucks.
I will never shop there again.
Remember when they were pissed
Right?
off a couple years ago about the Christmas cups?
Sure. And people say, I'll never do business with them again. Well, guess what? You forget, and all of a sudden you go, it's been long enough. We've punished them. I'll give me a case of Bud Light. It happens. I get it. And I think that's what happens with companies like this. I'm a prime example. That guy was so rude to me, and at the time, it pissed me off. Like, I was like, screw you, man. I'll never eat in here again. Well, guess what? 6 months later, I'm like craving some wings or a chili dog, or, Right Way sounds good, and you go back. But when things like this that just happened, when it happens in that broad of a scale, and you got that many people firing at one time, it's kind of like, you're not going to kill the dragon with one rifle, but if you got 50 people shooting a rifle, you might get him.
It might be enough to see numbers drop.
And I feel like, if I were the owner of that place, I would be doing some damage control.
Well, and what I saw was, what surprised me is it seemed like whoever the woman was that was
Coffee.
No, I'm fine.
whoever the woman was that answered the phone and answered the messages, I think she posted on there a couple times. And if I read the comments where I was at the right way, and I don't remember what her name was, but she posted on there and basically said that the girl that called to check on her application was an idiot for calling in the middle of lunch rush hour, and she should know better than that, and you're so stupid.
Well, what it sounds like is getting away with being like a form of complacency where you've gotten away with treating people like shit over and over, and you're comfortable with doing it, and now you're living in some sort of weird bubble where you think you're getting away with that, and that you're the buck stops with you, and you're the end all be all of barbecue up in this bitch. Like,
well,
lady,
we don't have good
like your
barbecue around
service.
here.
Yeah,
Listen,
look, hey,
we don't have good
prime example of Carrollton. No, we don't. Of Carrollton, La Fiesta. La Fiesta's been around forever, like when my grandparents were out here.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the owner changes, if there were. I think there was.
Yeah.
But over the years, they were like, kind of like how the Lazy Donkey was for a long time, and kind of how Hacienda's being now. Like they were like the crowd,
the go-to.
Damn right. Like all the old people went there and everything. Service was good. They went from being on 27, moved over to the square when the amp was built, and I would assume it's like in a similar situation where they got real complacent, got a little arrogant.
Yep.
And then the service, the quality of service just dropped. I mean, it's just terrible. Like the time we went, it has not changed. And that was like 2 years ago, bro.
Yep. Yeah, Carrie and I went one day for lunch.
Same thing.
And it was very slow service.
Which one is La Fiesta?
Right there across from the
Directly across
from the amphitheater, across from Brown Dog, on the other side of the street from Brown Dog.
Oh, off the square.
Yeah.
Yes, right next door to
Wait a minute, I did go
Ties.
there one night.
Yeah.
What is it?
Did we
Local
go there
Ties.
one night?
The only
All bunch of us?
Maybe was it or Local Ties?
No,
It's right next
was
to
a
Local
Mexican
Ties.
restaurant. But I was
That was Hacienda's.
okay.
Yeah, so the only good thing about them is they do have live music sometimes, which is nice.
They do.
So yeah, they had live music the night, or the it must have been an evening, because Carrie and I went.
All right, if you can at least
for
put
dinner.
a drink in my hand and have somebody playing music, I'll stick around.
Bro, no, the music was good. The guy that they had playing, and it was a guy and a girl playing guitar and singing. They were good, but
Did the guy have like a half a cowboy hat?
no,
Okay, never mind.
no, he kind of
Half of a cowboy hat?
like hipsterish in a guitar.
Scarf.
maybe, but wasn't. Yeah.
I don't know what they call it, where the cowboy hats that look Australian, where they roll in. I don't know what they call it.
Oh, okay.
My guinea size says half of a thing, like half a fag, half a cowboy hat, that kind of stuff.
Douchey hats.
Yeah, they're
but
kinda
like the
douchey.
service was just really slow.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was just slow service.
They're usually out of everything.
Yeah, it
know.
was, and then the food was just okay.
Right.
It's hard to screw up Mexican food.
It is.
It's hard to screw up because it's all the same, right? Every dish
mean,
is basically the same, just presented a little differently.
Yeah, but I think
Right.
you can do it better. Like
You can.
Hacienda's like, they put Lazy Donkey on notice as soon as they hit the scene.
Oh yeah.
Like just their quality of food
Yeah.
and how they present it.
You know, going back to the whole right way thing, I feel like, you know, those people in it. He's no exception. If you're in business long enough, you're going to get negative reviews. You know, I've had negative reviews on Google. I've had people come in and, you know, they get upset about a bill or something.
Oh, I had a dude. I know I pissed him off
Right.
over membership
But here's the thing, right?
like this week.
But here's the thing. So
Douchebag.
those are kind of isolated, right? Those are hit and miss.
Yeah, all that tells me is you do enough volume.
Right, but
know
you
what I
take
mean?
a situation like this where
Totally
somebody
different.
is screenshotting,
Yes.
and you got your manager telling the employee, you know, that you're
Potential employee.
that you're a smart mouth. I mean,
Yeah.
that is bad.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
terrible.
no professionalism.
That's
about it at all.
bad.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. No, I had a guy that apparently we'll get him every now and then. People that, you know, they understand what a 6-month and 1-year contract is when they sign it, and then all of a sudden, 2 or 3 months later, they're so confused about it, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, 80% of the time, I'll work with people.
Yep.
You call me, let me know something. Like I've had so many people
I've been
that.
meaning to talk to you about mine.
Well, you pay in full, so I can't reimburse you shit. I just spent your shit on the electrical.
It's already,
we just
it's already
tore out
gone
today.
Yeah, yours is already gone.
The electrical.
I actually think I'm due. I think I'm due.
You probably
Don't I
are
pay
not
for
bad.
6 months?
I don't know. I don't keep up with yours, Hefe.
I'm pretty sure I'm due. I think I owe you some
I think
money.
you are due.
I think you're past. You're
I think
fine.
I'm due. I think
you're
he's
fine.
no. I think he's due. I think
You
he
know
needs
who's
to
going to
pay.
know if I'm due or not?
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Oh, Stephanie will know.
She'll
Yeah,
know.
She'll know. But this guy was just being like a douche. He was just like, we haven't been there, and I guess he was paying for like his grandson or something like that, and he was like he quit like 2 months in and all of that. And I was like, well, why did you do that? I was like, you signed a 6-month
let him quit?
contract. Why'd
Why'd you let him quit?
Why'd you sign a 6-month contract and then only do 2 months of it?
Yeah.
Like that's weird to me.
Yeah.
You know, okay. I said, what? You know, I said, well, it's going to keep charging you. We use a third party. Everything goes in the system.
Yeah.
It's going to charge you automatically.
Yeah.
I have a lot of members. I don't check everybody's. The only time I hear something is if it doesn't go through. That's
Yeah.
when I get an email. So, you know, even past your 6 months, it's going to continue to charge you unless you cancel.
cancel it.
So, which we tell you at the top of your contract.
Yep.
We say it's going to keep keep charging you unless you cancel. You don't have to fill out a form. You don't have to go through all this bullshit like you do with other like fitness gyms or anything like that. You just got to notify us. As soon as we're notified, we're good,
Well,
and
and
we
it's-
cancel it for you, no problem.
It's also like any other subscription.
Absolutely.
You know,
Well, some of these, like you got, it's almost an act of God.
Well-
to be able to make it work, like you go Club Fitness and stuff like that. Like you have to fill out a form. You have
Well-
to submit it to the third party.
Yeah.
They make you use the third party, and they don't deal with it at all.
Yeah, you can't cancel a One Life subscription in the gym.
No,
You can't do it in the gym.
No,
You have to email
Yeah.
a special email.
yeah, and they're gonna drag
And
their
tell
feet so
them
they at least
why.
get one more month out of
Yes,
you.
you can't just like call somebody or go in and talk to somebody like you can here. You just got to communicate here.
Yeah, here you just have to let us know.
No.
But dude was being like real douchey about it, so I had to kind of let him know the deal, and then I was like, "Yeah, that's fine, Mister Beep Beep. We are. It's now taken care of, buddy. Like you're good to go."
yeah.
But I don't know. It's funny because those guys get all they get all
probably-
chit chatty over the
What,
the phone.
what all did I miss? Did I miss some
he
good
probably
stuff?
unfollowed it. You're gonna have to watch the episode
we can't
or
go
listen
back.
to it. Listen to it. We can't redo it.
What'd you guys think about my Instagram thing?
Did
It was
great,
awesome.
buddy.
How was your thumb, buddy? Are you okay?
You all right?
Dude.
Yeah, we're gonna tap
that's
out.
ugly.
We're gonna tap out.
Look at
that. Oh, that's a thumb.
That's a thumb.
That let me. Here's what
Okay.
happened. So I'm gonna tap out with how this
Tap out.
happened.
Okay.
So I get up Saturday morning and,
You banged your thumb on the door.
Josie comes in. No, it's not sad. Josie
you
comes
sure?
in. Yeah.
your thumb
Josie's
is-
like, hey.
It's kind of sad.
Josie's like, Daddy, we're hungry. We want something to eat. I was like, all right. So I'm looking around.
His kids are hungry.
No, it's nothing.
They're
It's not
hungry.
sad. I promise. Mark,
It's
Mark, you
kids.
remember the apology letter you wrote me?
Yeah,
And you said you were going to repent, which means to turn away.
I did.
You're not turning away.
I
You're
did last
turning
week.
into it.
I may turn back around. I may
But
just
we
kept
didn't
turning.
get one sad.
We didn't get one sad thing
this whole
last time.
episode.
We have another episode to record. I'm going to call Carrie. I'm
Oh shit! He's pulling the carry card.
saying.
Oh, that's a thing. That's a T-shirt. Carry card.
Yeah, pull in the carry.
Don't make,
Carry
me,
card.
don't make me call Carrie.
It's just a card with Carrie's face on
Carries.
it. Yeah, like
Don't
a
make me
suicide
call
queen.
Carrie. Carrie's got my back. Carrie's my buddy.
All I heard, Jeff, is you said Josie didn't have any food to eat.
She was hungry and cold,
So-
and all of it sounded
I'm trying to
proper.
be all right. So I'm trying to be good daddy, and I get up and I said, "All right, I'm gonna go get the kids some breakfast." Right.
Right,
So I
right.
get up. First thing I did was, "Y'all want to go with me?" They're like, "No, we want to sit here and watch cartoons." I'm like, "Fine." So
Yeah,
I
kids
go.
like
I go to
cartoons,
Cracker
man.
Barrel.
You don't have to beat them for it.
So yeah. So I go to. I mean, not Cracker Barrel. I went to Chick-fil-A. I get some chicken
Like, that's
minis.
bougie, bro. You want a Cracker Barrel?
Well,
He's
no,
from Bremen, bro.
So
What do you
literally,
expect?
so right beside Chick-fil-A is the Waffle House.
Word.
And, Penn, he's Mr. Picky, so I thought, but he loves bacon and eggs from Waffle House. So I thought, this won't take
Every
long.
kid loves Waffle House.
So I just pulled up, and I go to get out, and I'm kind of in a hurry, and there's a lady standing, because I didn't realize how packed they were at the time. And there's a lady, she's like maybe in her 50s, she's a waitress, but she was working the door, I guess just letting people in. And I get out really quick, and I just kind of go to shut the door like this. And I literally shut my thumb in the door. Kyle, to the point that I can't get my thumb out. Like it is stuck. and it was hurt. It hurt so
You
bad.
didn't realize you could use your other hand
I
to
didn't.
open the
It
door?
didn't dawn on me to reach over and
well,
and
2
open
seconds
the door
probably feel like
with the
an
left hand.
eternity.
And dude, I mean, I thought, I hope I'm never one of those guys hiking that gets my arm trapped under a boulder, because I literally just went and just yanked
it out?
Yeah, I was
Ugh,
literally.
buddy.
Oh wow!
I was literally thinking,
didn't open
like,
the door? You
I
just
hope
snatched
No,
the
he
rest
just
of my
snatched
thumb's
his
here.
hand off.
It's
Snatched
all
it out.
instinct, huh?
And I said
saw
words.
red.
No kidding. I think I created. some words. I was
One would say you spoke in tongues.
speaking in cursive, buddy. I'm telling you right now. And I look up, and there's this sweet old Waffle House waitress, and I'm walking towards the door, and she's just got this look on her face, and she goes, "I bet that hurt." And I wanted to go, "Here's your sign."
It sure
hurt.
did. It sure did.
And so
yes,
then I
ma'am.
see the lines long, and I'm like, "Screw this," because I am hurting so bad. So I go home and iced it, and then I made a TikTok. I mean, not TikTok.
Did you get the kids breakfast?
And I was like, well, Chick-fil-A. They just had to eat Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you gave up on breakfast and everything.
Nope, that was my tap out. Love y'all. Next.
So I'll tap out with I also have a Waffle House story from this week.
Word.
So
Waffle House episode.
Paris is it was her first day of high school yesterday, or this past Friday. First day of freshman year. So we've been messing with her all week. Like Carrie and I both went with her to open house and walked around with her in open house. She did not like it.
That's
right?
funny.
And we've had kids in Mount Zion High School for the past 8 years.
Yep.
So Sam
Very familiar
for 4,
with everything.
Jordan
Yep.
Uriah for 4, and we skipped a year, and then now Paris is there, so we know everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So us being there was no big deal. We know all the teachers, we know all of her teachers. They all taught all of the boys.
Yep.
We're friends with some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that, and then I was messing with her about the first day of school, and I said, "Man, Paris, I can't wait." I told her this Thursday afternoon. I said, "I just can't wait to walk you into those halls tomorrow, and just hold your hand and walk you into those halls your first day of high school." She said, "Dad, you are not walking me into school." She said, "I have to
find your class."
She's like, "I have to be there early anyway for FCA, so there's not even going to be anybody there." And I said, in the moment, I was like, oh, okay. So I walked by to Carrie, and Paris went walking in somewhere else. I said, Carrie, I said, listen, I said, Paris is so dramatic. Let's tell her that we have to get her up extra early tomorrow to take her to Waffle House for her high school breakfast. And that we did it with all the boys every year, their first day of school or high school, their freshman year. And she's not going to remember that we did it because she was she's not going to know any different. But she is already planning to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to do her hair and get her outfit and her makeup and do all the things that she has to do to get ready. So we were back. She came back down. We're sitting there watching TV, watching some of the Olympics, and I said, Paris, what time you got to be up in the morning? And she's like, I got my alarm set for 5:30. And I said, was that going to give you time to be ready to go to breakfast? And she's like, breakfast? What are you talking about? I said, well, we got to go to Waffle House for your high school breakfast.
Yeah, it's first day.
And Carrie's like, yeah, Paris, get your high school, go to Waffle House for your first day of high school.
There's a brand new one.
And she's like, what are you guys talking about? When is this a thing? when did this become a thing? I'm like, Paris, this has always been a thing.
So you can't do that with girls like you could boys. Like boys would have been like, all right,
I don't care.
let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go
whatever.
to Waffle House.
And I was like, it's always been a thing. I said, we did it with your brothers every, their first day of high school for Sam, and then again did it for Jordan and Uriah. We take up, we first and last day. We take you to Waffle House for breakfast before school, first and last day of high school. It's just a thing we do. We do it every year. And she's like, I just can't believe. So, oh my God, am I going to have to get up at 4:30 now? So, see, I got to watch her do this. And she's like, she's backing it up. And then Carrie and I both start laughing. And she's like, this is not a thing, is it? It's not a thing. I knew it. I knew you guys were lying.
Should have waited till right before she goes to bed. And you're like, hey, by the way, it's not a thing.
She's a lot. But yeah, that's what we did. That's my Waffle House story.
Well, that's
what I
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I can pick
She
it.
had a good day,
I think I can top y'all's tap
that's
outs here.
fine.
You broke a thumb at Waffle House. You
Yeah.
conned your daughter into thinking that you were going to go. And, yeah, I don't really have. I'm going to tap out to go to our stories, go to our Patreon. I'm going to go ahead and go back to plugging.
Yep. Do it.
Check out the Instagram, check out the TikToks. We've got a lot of stuff under construction, so make sure that you're following. So follow and watch the progression. All right. So we're starting here, Ground Roots, right now. Ground Roots, is that how you say that?
Ground level.
Ground level.
Grassroots.
Grassroots. That's
Grassroots,
what Adam,
ground floor.
fucking boy, right there.
Grassroots ground floor.
Grassroots.
Yeah, that.
That's some shit.
So
that
right
our
now, all
company
this that you
says.
see is about to be destroyed. Okay. So within the weeks to come, this will all be, totally different.
We're going to destroy it to build it back better.
Yeah, I'm a Thanos this shit. I'm going to snap my fingers and everything's going to go away and then half the fucking universe is going to be right again.
That's right.
But
Yo, love
All right.
y'all.
Love you guys.